Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Saints. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call on this Week 3 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Hey, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And here's a look at the starting offense. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. So on now is a punter from nearby Louisiana Tech, Ryan Allen, to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. To throw, Bradford going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give them the yardage they needed.
It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They come out here in the eye.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Wentz. Going deep here for Allen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Now Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a loose football. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wentz, and that is incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrived at this 2-0 score. See if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board knowing
Looks like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
Looking for his tight end fleeter, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
The
leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Second and goal to go now. And they'll run it here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Bradford now. He finds Coleman. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
A 1st down throw for Bradford. And his throw here's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many.
Bradford on 3rd and 2. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they try the right side here. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go now.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Brief break in the action here. We're back to New Orleans after this. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now Wentz on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. That was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
And incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Bradford to throw it. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third and 4.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue landed.
They go play action here on 1st down. Surveying the field. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. On play action, Wentz. And he comes back with 1 complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding time. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's knocked away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
1 receiver left, that's Allen. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! Check Patriot! Check Patriot!
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A gain of 39 that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They come out here in the eye. And now it's second and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal. In motion left, the tight end. On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Now Carpenter to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Bradford. Caught right side. It's Snead. They'll get 19 yards there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A first down throw for Bradford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll go on the ground. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bradford. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Bradford out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Throwing, Bradford. That is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Bradford on the keeper. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Sam Bradford, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. So they're going to go for 2. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Bradford going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. He juked him. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They come out here in the eye. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Bradford. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. And now a first down following that long gain. From the red zone now, Bradford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
This will be caught at about the 3. A good pickup there at 22. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's practice now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Second down, Bradford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 3 on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Now Bradford. This will be caught at about the 6. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And tough starting field position here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
They weren't able to complete that attempt, and that was a heck of an attempt there from the shadow of their own goal line. But that tells you how much confidence they have in their offensive line. Go ahead, dial one up. Know that they can protect the quarterback and let him fling one downfield. They didn't get it there, but they sent a message for the rest of the game. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Here's Wentz to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. A play fake. Bradford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. For the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39!
Wentz now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. Green now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
One receiver left. That's Allen. Now Wentz again. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. Wentz to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And an alley to run. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Throwing is Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll come out in the pistol. Now we give to the big fullback. This is Whitlock. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Green 39. Green.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Buccaneers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.